Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Akakwadash. Noble honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel. Start off with the 144,000, which will be the ruling governing body in the kingdom of heaven, which the 144,000 will be all men. Then you have a lot of the 1/3, which will be here in America, men, women, and children. They'll be believers, which these are all the elect, 144, the rest of the multitude. You have some elect that's scattered abroad as well in different countries. You have some rebels that scattered abroad in different countries to be destroyed, who the world ignorantly and willingly calls black, Hispanic, Native American, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Jamaican, Haitian, Guatemala, Panamanians, Cubans, right? We all the Israelites, contrary to what people want to believe. I'm your brother Yeremia, come back at y'all with another lesson. This is about, the orange man, as y'all can see on the screen. He says, Iran war will end very soon, predicts lower oil prices, right? And, I believe I mentioned this in my last lesson, but gas has already went up, again. It went up to $3.19 out here, it was $2.99, like yesterday, I think, or the day before. So you can't trust this, man. And these things could die down, but it's gonna, the Lord is speaking things up, man. That's what time we in, So you can't trust this devil, man. Let me get, when they tell you peace and safety, this is, 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 3 says, for when they shall say peace and safety, right? Oh, everything's all good, ain't nothing gonna happen, right? Then sudden destruction cometh upon them, and as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape, right? But you, brethren, are not in darkness, that their days overtake you as a thief, right? The day of what? All hell breaking loose, right? Things popping off. We don't know exactly when things are gonna happen. We don't know the exact day, but we paying attention to the times. We're on our watch, right? Every day, 24/7. Brothers making videos around the clock, multiple times a day, right? We're constantly paying attention to these things. We're expecting these things, right? Because we're not in darkness. Like it says, verse 5, it says, you are all the children of the light, right? Who's the light? Yahweh Shai, right? And the children of the day, we are not of the night nor of darkness, right? Therefore, let us not do sleep. Let us not go back into the world, right? As do others, but let us watch and be sober. You see? We're constantly being sober, right? Standing these scriptures, right? Watching the prophecies, right? Believing on Yahweh Shai, because he said he was going to hasten the times, right? And, these world leaders, they're going to tell you, contrary to what the scriptures say, because they're wicked, and his people that look like him are definitely the wicked. Now, we know we have Israelites that look like, other nations, but he's definitely the wicked nation, the Edomites, right? So, these things, they probably ain't gonna slow down. We hope not, it could, but if it wouldn't be up to him, it's up to the Lord, And these devils, they know that they have but a short time at the same time. So they telling you these things because they always tell you things that you want to hear, because they don't want people to panic and stuff and, and do too much. This is Revelation 12, verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and you prophets, and ye that dwell in them. And woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down to you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Right? Because this war started like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago now. Before that, everybody was talking about the fouls. Now you got the war going all of a sudden. So this devil started it, but then he's telling you it's going to end. It's double-minded, man. That's why you can't trust him. Whenever they say peace, and this man has not fulfilled pretty much nothing that he said he was going to do before he even got back in office the second time. Right? Everything that he said he wasn't going to do, he's doing. Taking away your rights, taking away your freedoms, causing hell, causing havoc on earth with these different nations. But he's only doing what the Lord created him to do, so he's doing the Lord's will. But it ain't for his good. It's only for our good, because you bringing on the end of your world, or bringing on the beginning of ours. So that's what's ultimately going to happen. So I believe these things, ain't going to get better. It could, but if they do, we still got to stay locked in. If they slow down or whatever, or if it stops or whatever, because we know that they're going to go full blown at least until the MOTB come into play, right? But why you gotta watch these devils, man? Right? Let's get Sirach 12 in verse 10. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." You see? It says, "Though he humble himself and go a crouching, yet take good heed," right? "And beware of him," right? As thou shalt be unto him as thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. You see? So though this man humbles himself, though he may tell you things that sound good, that sound nice, remember he's still the devil, man. You know? That's why it says never to trust him. You know, iron don't rust immediately, it rusts over time. You know? And eventually the devil is going to show his horns. He's going to show you that red skin. You know, he's going to shed, you know, and show you who he really is. Right? He ain't even hiding it, man. We're in a time still where they just letting it be known. And that's all prophecy too. You know? Shalakia. But, you know, they not in control, man. Right? I'm gonna get this in Proverbs. I believe it's Proverbs 21:1. Yeah, it says the king's heart, meaning him, right? Their mind, the Lord is controlling it, right? He has them doing what he wants them to do. That's why Trump is doing what he's doing. This is forwarding prophecy, right? These nations get mad. The beast shall hate the whore. These different prophecies, right? They're all leading up to one another. The Lord is in control of this thing, right? It says, as the rivers of water, you know how the waters flow, you know, rivers go on the oceans, and et cetera, et cetera. The Lord controls those waters. The Lord controls these rulers, these kings, prime ministers, dictators, whatever they call it. He controls their minds, man. Right? He turneth it whithersoever he will. So the Lord is making him do what he's doing. You know, and he has, you know, the elites over him, the banking families and the, you know, what is Skullbone Jones call him the deep state. He has puppets, man. He's just the face of America, but he's not the real people controlling it. Even them, the real top of the elites of Esau, even they're being controlled by YASHAMIAHLA, man, to do this, right? To usher in chaos, you know, and to have these things happen, man. But they're gonna have to do something, you know, eventually. And the Lord's just, like I said, it's all the Lord's doing, you know. But let me get this scripture. Lord commanded. Let me see. Right, because this is what I thought of, right? Because he's saying that it's going to end and the lower oil prices. We're going to see, man. Times is going to get worse and worse. Food's going to keep going up. Things is going to get so out of hand that the MOTB is going to have to implement it. These things are going to have to come. Right, so it's Lamentations 3. And verse, where is it at? Shalakia. Yeah, 3:37, it says, who is he that saith, and it cometh to pass when the Lord commanded it not? So if it's not the Lord's will, right, for this thing to die back down, you know, and the oil prices and the gas prices and these things to go back down, that ain't gonna happen, you know. But if it is the Lord's will, just because he said it, it's just the Lord working through this, man. But it ain't him doing it, you know. We don't care whose face is out there, or whose names is on the front line. It's the Lord doing it, and the Lord's controlling the earth, man. The Lord is, he's controlling the earth, man. What is it? I just read that on my last Sirach 18, I think. It might be the wrong chapter where it said the earth is in the palm of the Lord's hands. I'm paraphrasing. Right? So in due time, he will set over it one that is profitable. So in due time, the Lord's going to have this man be put out of power when Yahushua returns. The angels, right, the elect get beamed up, and this world, you know, gets transferred over to the Israelites. You know, eventually these things, there ain't gonna be no more. Ain't gonna be no damn war on earth. And it proves, you know, all these things going on. People over there in our land, they not the people, man. You know. So we gonna see, you know, if it does, that don't mean that he's in control. The Lord's in control, man. You know, he's just a puppet, just like all of them, all these politicians and stuff. But I just want to do a quick video on this, man. You know, we gonna see if things die back down, or they continue as they
I'm
are.
going to use this word, paradox. There's this paradox you've got.
You know. So Lord willing, this video is edifying. I'm gonna close out. Hey, stay locked in, Jake. Pray for more faith. Pray for more wisdom and knowledge. Pray the Lord keeps you and protects you these times, your families, bless the elect. I'm gonna close out. You know, I hope this video is edifying. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders, who was a great millstone. So next time I want to say, Baba Shalom.